Hi everyone. It is so good to be back out under the night sky again. However, this night was kind of a rush job because I seem to have left home without a few of my stuff, but we'll just make the best of this night as usual. So join me for a night of Milky Way photography. I am here by one of my favorite lakes. I usually go here for my aurora photography, but today there is no aurora forecast, so I will just focus on the beautiful Milky Way and hopefully have a lot of nice images here, since this is a place with very little light pollution, which I've had quite a bit of problems with lately. Tonight for me is also kind of a special night, because yesterday it was the anniversary of the passing of Alan Wallace, who was a great inspiration to me and as well to a lot of you I know out there in the astrophotography community. And I just wanted to take a bit of extra time here under the stars to reflect and honor his memory. So the night started a bit chaotic because I seem to have forgotten some stuff at home, so I haven't got an SD card for my sound recorder, so I will be only recording sound through the camera here, so there won't be as much of me babbling about exposure settings and all of that, but I guess you will have to manage without that. And what I'm planning now is, when my time-lapse here is finished with the modified Canon 6D, I'm going to place the AstroTrack out here in the lake. And that will be a bit risky, as you can imagine, so I will have to make sure that I secure everything to the tripod, like the power bank that powers the AstroTrack. I will have to try to tape it to one of the tripod legs, and also make sure to secure everything else. The polar finder on the AstroTrack is notorious for easily letting go or dropping out of the holder, so it's going to be a bit tricky, but I really think I need to go here out into the lake to get the best view, the best clear sky for doing a Milky Way panorama, a tracked panorama that I'm really, really hoping for. So wish me luck, and I'll just have to get going now. My plan is to put my AstroTrack and the tripod out here in the lake, and that is somewhat of a risky thing, so I will try to make sure that I secure the battery pack and all of that very well before placing it out there, so I don't have any accidents. This feels not secure at all. I will have to put a lot of faith into this electrical tape here. Well, that might work actually. I think that might work. Moment of truth. This is kind of sketchy, I would have to say, but it seems stable enough. I really hope my boots keep me dry here. I was a bit afraid of being cold tonight, but I'm actually really warm because it's completely still. No wind whatsoever. And I think that will make for some really, really nice reflections in the lake here. So let's just see what the polar scope gives us. That's Cassiopeia. And here we have Polaris. There we go. Now I really, really don't want this polar scope to fall, because then I will have a hard time polar aligning. Now I think I've got everything set up. I'm just gonna fine tune here. Yeah, that's almost perfect. I would really like an easier polar alignment, like the one you have on the Move Shoot Move, but unfortunately that laser pointer isn't legal here in Sweden. Now let's see what we can do here. I'm planning on doing 2-minute exposures at ISO 800 and f2.8. This is my Samyang 35mm f1.2 lens, and it's an absolute beast. I can shoot it at f2, pinpoint stars, but I want even better sharpness now and less vignetting, so I'm going to do f2.8. And what I'm debating with myself is if I should do 2-minute exposures or if I should go to 1-minute exposures and stack a few of them to minimize the risk of satellites and stuff like that. So I will have to think about that. I might go for 1-minute exposures at ISO 1600 instead. What I'm also not sure about is if I need my dew heater, and I think I do, because there's a lot of mist coming from the lake here, and I can already feel and see mist forming on the AstroTrack, so I think I will have to start out using the dew heater right away. Lots of preparations here, but as I said, I don't want to risk anything falling into the water, so I will also tape my power bank here to the tripod leg and hope that it will hold. I know a lot of people rave about duct tape, but for me, electrical tape is my best friend. Okay, so I will just use the dew heater here, and then I will have to refocus everything, of course, but I'm not taking any chances today because I think the conditions are so good that I could get some really nice images, and then I don't want to take any chances at all. So what I've done so far now is I've done a panorama with tracked images from the Canon 6D, the Astro modified one, and I did four 1-minute exposures for each panel, and then I did untracked images for the foreground. And in the meantime I was doing some time lapses, and then I've also done tracked images with the Canon R6 with the 24mm. And right now the final stuff I'm doing here is 2-minute tracked exposures with the Astro modified Canon 6D and 24mm, and I think it will be awesome. I think it looks really good on camera, at least, so fingers crossed that it will turn out as nice as it looks. Wow, what a night. I think this is going so well. I hope there has been no technical issues that I haven't caught while being here, because this is such a beautiful night. I even had a really nice meteor going straight up above my head. I didn't catch it on any camera or anything, but I really just enjoyed seeing that. And I can't help but wonder if that was maybe some sign that I did the right thing to just come out here and enjoy the night. I feel I could almost just lie down here and go to sleep because it's so calm, so still. This is so nice. This has been such a fantastic night. It's totally clear, totally calm, no wind, and it's just beautiful. So I think I'm going to pack up now. I'm running out of batteries on my microphone and I'm actually satisfied. I think I've done what I can do here tonight. So I'm really hoping the images turned out as good as they look on the back of the camera. And if they did, here are a few of the images. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.